Well, did it, folks? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to Thunder 2003. Oh boy, we're going to Tropicana 400 daytime Chicago race. Race 15 out of 36. Who can stop Jeff Gordon? This cat has won 3 straight races here in 2008, and the cat, well, he went back. He won Texas earlier this season. Think about this. He's won not only 1, he's won 2, and he's won 3. Out of all the cookie-cutter tracks he ran this season, he won all 3 of them pretty much, besides Vegas, which Vegas is kind of its own deal, right? But he's won Atlanta, Charlotte, and Texas. That entire cookie-cutter track shape, he won every single race of it pretty much, except for the first Atlanta race, of course. That was won by Junior. But anyways, he won at Pocono, dominated Atlanta, and pulled out the Coke 600. But moving forward, these are the 4 races here. We got the Tropicana 400 Chicagoland, and then, of course, you have the Dodge Save-Mart 350. You got the Florida 500K, and then the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. That's going to be fun. We're going to be running the primary paint scheme here. We're going to Chicago. Let's go racing. Alrighty, folks. Qualified on the pole for the Tropicana 400. Let's go ahead and sit down trackside from Chicagoland Speedway.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Series comes to Illinois this week for today's race, the Tropicana 400 at the Chicagoland Speedway. Barney, we're still kind of new to this place. What do you think so far?
NASCAR Winston Cup racing in the Midwest. The fans here are excited. I'm happy to be back here, and I think we're in for a great show.
Jeff Burton will try for another top 5 finish in this one.
You know, people get so concerned with wins. Me, I'll take consistent top 5s all year long over a win. Besides, when you're constantly finishing in the top 5, a win is just around the corner.
Bobby Hamilton is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
Here we go, folks. It's Jimmy Spencer and Jeff Burton on the front row here. Chicagoland Speedway. Jarrett's up there. Gord's up there. You know, the usual suspects. You know, maybe throwing a Kurt Busch, maybe a Kyle Petty. But look, Jeff Gordon's your points leader. We're right in the championship battle. This is a big race for us. We need to go here and have a good run here at Chicago. We really do. We struggled at Vegas, which is close to this track. We had a pretty good run at Kansas, honestly. How can we do here at Chicago? I don't know. I like this car, though. Let's go. Trying to pull out ahead of Jimmy Spencer there on the outside. There we go. Ooh, no. Don't want to get bogged down. I don't want to bog him down that way. Nope, 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 nope. Dang it. Yeah, the side draft didn't work. And Jimmy Spencer to the point. One of the best qualifiers in the Winston Cup circuit. And here comes Todd Bodine, Dale Jarrett. Throw in almost a Robbie Gordon. Holy crap. And that went to heck of a handbasket pretty quick there. Gordon's going to try to run the outside. Bodine's going to block. Oh, we're going to make contact with Robbie Gordon there. Oh, we're going to make contact with Gordon now. Gordon and Gordon show here. Dale Jarrett's about to pass Jimmy Spencer. Now, we tried a little bit of an experimental gear ratio setting to see if that would help us out with our 1.5 mile program. And, you know, honestly, it's actually racing pretty good. I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. You know, it keeps that high acceleration in the corner, which I think that's where our program's kind of evolved to. Is working on the middle of the apex rather than just getting the car to point and shoot, you know, through the corner. Focus on getting that mid-apex acceleration. And that's something we've been working on. And it looks like we have a pretty good stout car today. And we're going to try to run down Dale Jarrett before he gets too out of hand. Jimmy Spencer's going to go way down in the basement trying to pass us. He's got the slingshot if he ain't careful. He's got his Ganassi teammate and Sterling Marlin tucked right there in 4th place. Excuse me, make that, yeah, 4th place. We're in 2nd, you idiot. Anyways, we got a hot ride today. We're going to run down Dale Jarrett. That's no easy task. Of course, Jarrett trying to just stop the bleeding, honestly. I mean, You think about it, this guy had like a 130-point lead entering, what was it, about Texas, about Richmond. And this cat lost the points lead. I mean, just not consistent enough to be a Winston Cup points leader in terms, not finishing top 10, top 15 at all. And he definitely needs to get the ship righted, because at this point he's going to lose a lot more points than he wants to lose to Jeff Gordon, because Gordon is absolutely on fire. Won the last 3 Winston Cup races, and very well could win this race. He doesn't have the best car, but Gordon is usually kind of the contrarian. He will pit early, try to leapfrog you, or pit super late. We got a Stanley Steber down on the apron. It is... Oh, I couldn't see it. Let's see who it was. It was like a red and black car, I think. It might have been Kyle Petty. Let's see. Don't know for sure. You don't know for sure. It would look like a red and black car, and it is indeed Dale Jr. Wow. So Jr. has an engine failure very early on here at the Tropicana 400. That's a big oof for him. So, yes, he won Atlanta earlier this season, but, I mean, he just has not been that consistent. Real tough break for the DEI camp, their only championship contender. It's going to take a big hit here. Of course, there's still half of a season to go. But, I mean, when Jarrett, Gordon and ourselves, Burton, running the top 5, that's a 100-point swing from dead last to the top 5. That's 100, possibly 120-point swing. You lose. You get 34 points for finishing dead last without a lap led, right? You win the race, you lead the most laps, it's 185. Well, you win the race, you get 180. So, put that in perspective. That's a lot of points you lose. And well, it looks like the field is kind of plateaued here. Dale Jarrett definitely has a very stout race car. Our car's very good, but it's not good enough to just gain on him. I'm hoping that maybe as this run goes along, his tires will fail. Or not fail, but it would wear quicker than ours. And then we'll start to gain on him. Because it seemed like for a good number of laps, it seemed like both of our track times were kind of plateaued. They were just kind of flat. Running about the same, speeds. So I'm hoping that this will give us a little bit better of advantage, kind of similar to Charlotte. As the run goes on, perhaps we would maybe gain a little bit better track position. Within 1 second on him. I tell you what, though, this car sounds so good around this track. Just want to keep it out of the fence. Dang it, we hit the fence. That's okay. Because the middle of the apex acceleration is just, it is really good. I like this new setup. It might not win us this race today, but definitely it has provided us with a very, very stout race car. Tire wear is starting to become a factor. Let's see, lap 9 out of 26 here. Now to lap 10, and not doing too good in terms of tire wear. Jarrett's just hanging tough, trying to get another big win for the Blue Oval Brigade, and just stop the bleeding. Just get the season going back the right direction, because Dale Jarrett legitimately can win the championship here, but you got to have good finishes, and he has not had good finishes. So it's a 26-lap race. We're on lap 11. Everyone's starting to pit now. So that shows you that they don't really care much about tires, which I don't like that call. I don't like pitting super early, knowing that how difficult tires are going to be. You're going to gain some track position, but they're going to give up a lot at the end. Is this one of those scenarios where you want to gain a lot at the start of the race? I don't know. The cat of the field is Dale Jarrett. I don't think we could leapfrog him if we pitted before him. I really don't. I don't think we could leapfrog him. I think we absolutely have to we just got to go out there and just run him down, honestly. And it looks like Sterling Marlin and company has gotten around Jimmy Spencer, your pole sitter. And it seems like there's kind of there's a pretty wide gap between the first entry pit road cars, and now there's no one on pit road. So that's at least a full lap, pretty much, no one pitted. So there's going to be a significant discrepancy between those first entry drivers that pitted and the ones that are starting to come on pit road now. So that's a full lap at least between their tire wear. And when you consider a 26-lap race, one lap could be 2 to 3% of the entire race length. That adds up pretty quickly. That would basically be the equivalent of 10 to 15 laps in a real race. Or a full-length race, rather. Jarrett's on pit road. I'm coming in. Stanley, steam it down pit road. Whew, barely don't speed there. I'm not going to touch the car. I like the car. It feels pretty good. You know, I feel like we're a little bit better here at the daytime Chicagoland race, honestly. So it's kind of good to be out here in the sunshine in the summer. Let's go and get a good pit stop here. I love this track, though. I really do. I wish they would go back to this track instead of Kansas in real life, in my opinion. I feel like Chicago is a much better show to watch. Anyways, we're almost here. Come on, go, 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 go. Give me a sip of Joe. Perfect. 14.9 second pit stop. Absolutely perfect, guys. Great pit stop. I mean, you could not have had a better pit stop there. I mean, 14.9 when it was supposed to be a 15.5. That's 0.5 of a second. My pit crew just gained for us. And we also got on pit road pretty aggressively. Granted, Jarrett got a good, you know, pit road exit. It still gives us a lot of, you know, a lot of track position we could have lost. We gained instead. So anyways, we're digging right now. I mean, we got Sterling Marlin behind us. He's boogieing. He's doing his thing. Gotta watch your RPMs, though. Don't want to blow the engine. Now, we do have a few cars we could draft off here. That's going to help us out a little bit. Don't have to worry about fuel, but it's going to be track position. How is this one going to play out? Could Gordon steal another Winston Cup win? These guys are about to pit. There we go. I don't like lifting, but, you know, it's better than cramming into the back of another car and destroying the nose. Jarrett is on an island right now. He's at least 3 seconds ahead. There's Jeff Gordon down there, and Gordon kind of took the conservative route. He didn't go for an early pit stop and try to leapfrog everybody. Instead, he's going to try to, he's going to try to run us down. He could get around us. He could get around Kurt Busch. He can get around, what's-his-face, Sterling Marlin. I don't think he's going to get around Dale Jarrett. Jarrett is in his own zip code. Shades of Jeff Gordon actually at Atlanta. I mean, that cat is freaking gone. And Kevin Harvick is going to surrender the lead, one of the final cars that has not pitted yet. I believe Kurt Busch has pitted, though. And we can confirm this. Yes, he has pitted. Jarrett will, or I mean, unless he was that slow and Jarrett passed him, I don't think that's the case. I think Kurt is good to go. So, yeah, Jarrett's in his own zip code. We're racing for second place, essentially, without a random yellow. Try to get around Kurt Busch here. But, I mean, I tell you what, though. I'll take a second place finish. No doubt about it. I mean, top fives are how you win Winston Cup championships. You need those top fives. Those are huge. They pay huge dividends at the end of the season. And especially with Dale Jr. having those issues today, that could... I'm not saying it's going to eliminate him, but it's certainly going to put a full race mulligan on him. That means he's going to have to gain another 100 points on insert generic Dale Jarrett or Jeff Gordon. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a lot of points to make up. That's just one less competitor we really have to worry about for the time being. Lap 19 out of 26, Dale Jarrett in his own zip code. I mean, barring an absolute miracle, there's no way you're going to catch him. He just has the stout race car. And to think that we pitted the same time as him and had a great pit stop, that just shows you how fast that Yates program is. And, attaboy to them. Great run for him. It's a 4.2 at the line, and quite frankly, we need a caution. But I gotta say, though, our Chicagoland setup is absolutely fantastic. You know, if Dale Jarrett just didn't have a freaking rocket ship around here, we would probably be in the lead. But, I mean, you can't just compete with someone that has that good of a race car. Those are that's like a Jimmy Johnson, Charlotte Motor Speedway type of car, where it just bulldozes the competition. It happens. So anyways, lap 21 out of 26 here. Gordon with the fresher Goodyears trying to get around Sterling Marlin. I believe Gordon can pass us, but he ain't going to get Dale Jarrett, though, without a caution. And there's the tire wear starting to play a factor. Could Chicago get 2 races in next season, 2009? If we're, fortunate enough, oh, pray to God we can, do another season of this. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I really wouldn't. Having 2 Chicagoland races, I think it's actually produced some pretty good racing. Because I think that's what I'm focusing on the next season schedule, is what is producing the best amount of racing. You know, that's kind of the reason why we got rid of Homestead, is because it was not producing good racing. For those of the newer fan out there, Homestead in 2002, the year this game was made, the track was flat like New Hampshire almost, right? It produced poor racing on the old Homestead surface. The 2003 edition of the Homestead Speedway had significantly increased the banking. That's the Homestead we have in 2021, okay? The reason why we pulled it off the schedule is because the 2003 variant of Homestead does not exist on this game. It only, the first game it was put on was the next year, 2004, the Thunder 2004 game, which takes place in 03. So that's the reason why we get rid of Homestead, okay? The racing there was terrible. I'll be honest with you. It just wasn't that competitive. It wasn't fun. The New Hampshire on this game, every time we went there, we just destroyed the competition. So that wasn't that fun. I want to make the races as competitive as possible. And, you know, I look at some of these tracks that ain't really producing that good of racing. You know, I'm open to ideas. I think this track's producing some good racing. We know Texas produces probably the best 1.5 mile racing in this playthrough, and I'm not being biased when I say that. I mean, if you haven't seen the Texas race this season, for the 2008 year, this playthrough, I have a link down below to all the races in this whole season playthrough. Go to it, watch it. I tell you what, man, that race is one of the best ones of the series. It is unbelievable how tight the racing was for the lead. I mean, you're talking, throw a blanket over Gordon, throw a blanket over Kenseth, myself. I mean, you would think it's artificial pack racing, but it wasn't. Full, organic, stock car action. And unfortunately, we're going to walk into the fence here, trying to hold off Gordon and Marlin. White flag in the air here for Dale Jarrett. He's about to get himself a big win. We got to hold off the dodge of Sterling Marlin. Run the defensive line. No, do not let him around you. I'm not letting Sterling around me. Look, it's final lap. I already got damage on the car. I'm gonna block you. No. I'm not letting you by. I want this second place finish, guys. No, Gordon. And Sterling's gonna try to get it. Oh, we're gonna have to get really wide off corner exit. There we go. Block him, block him, block him. Yes! Thank you, Jesus. We held on to the second place finish. Great run for the team. Dale Jarrett wins the Tropicana 400 in 2008. Ow. So, Jarrett just destroys the competition with a 5.8 second lead over second place. No contest. Dominates 20 laps led out of 26. Gordon picked up a couple laps led and probably some random monkey in the barrel. But that's all good, though. So, great point stay for the team. 170 for us, 165 for Jeff Gordon, so we do gain a little bit on him, but, hey, man, I mean, we gained a lot on Dale Jr. Attaboy to Kyle Petty with the top 10. I thought he DNF'd earlier. No, it was Dale Jr. Both of their cars are similar, you know, the red and black Dodge for Petty, the red and black Chevrolet for Dale Jr. Your pole sitter, or excuse me, not pole sitter. I totally forgot that we took the pole. Jimmy Spencer was supposed to be on pole until we took it. Anyways, looking through the field here, great run by McMurray. Poor run for Jimmy Johnson there, championship contender. And through the field here, yeah, just not a good run. Wow, the 10th, K Good, a 136 car. He dropped like a rock. Yeah, only 5 laps in for Dale Earnhardt Jr. tough break there for the 8 crew. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you're having a great one. Of course, upload these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Diecastbuffet. The next 3 episodes, guys, they might be the best ones of the season, okay? Infineon Road Course, Daytona Road Course, and Daytona Oval. It's the 3-race mid-season wild card stretch. Anybody can win it. Anything can happen. The championship contenders, they're about to be thrown in a blender, okay? It's going to get fun. Hope you're having a great one. Hope to see you on the next episode. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Diecastbuffet, signing off.